Hello, this is Ryan Wazukin, and I'll be discussing Naruto Manga 601. It was a very interesting chapter with 6 points, maybe more. But the first main point will be the five Kages was wrecked. I mean, Naruto asked the obvious question, what happened to him? And Madara, like, no big deal. They're not okay. Like, whatever. I don't know. They're probably not okay. I mean, I left them really hurt. They might be dead, maybe they're not. Don't know, don't care. I'm here for you. And then Naruto gets mad, and he first needing to get Killer B back in the fight because this has really gotten hard. And he pulled out those things, which leads us to the next point. Obito was slow on the sealing technique. I mean, really, all that time that he had when everybody stopped attacking to look at Madara, he could have said, "Okay, I got a little time to seal him away." That's a Hachibi. So, and when he was about to sell him, Naruto already pulled those things out, which I don't think Naruto knew that was what he was doing. He was just ready to get Killer B back in the fight because he was pretty much useless as he is now. So Obito was really slow. It's like he's been very sloppy in this battle. Maybe he's being too cautious again. Alright, then next move, we see Madara. He completely reveals that the Renin Tensei no Jutsu, the Ghetto move, was supposed to be used to revive him. If you don't know what that is, that's the move that Nagato used to revive the Leaf Village after he pretty much did all that damage to it. And with his chakra amounts, he wasn't able to survive. Which leads us to a lot of questions, like why didn't Nagato reveal it to him since he supposedly believed in Naruto? You should have told him that plan. I mean, surely Naruto wasn't the smartest leaf in the bunch to figure out all what was being told to him, but he could at least told somebody that knew something like Kakashi or somebody, and they could have probably did put a better effort up if they knew that the Moon's Eye plan was his plan. But I guess for plot relevance, it had to be revealed by Obito. But the fact that Nagato knew, and I'm pretty sure Conan must have knew because she's like their confidant now. Someone should have told somebody instead of hanging him on his belief that he was just going to use that stupid plan about using a weapon to cause pain. That's supposed to continually just provide some brief release of peace when we well knew that the Moon's Eye plan was the true plan, which is a better plan to me. In which the movie was probably going to show what would happen if that plan was actually successful, which leads me to believe that that plan would not be successful. Because you already had a movie to say, hey, this is what happens when the plan is successful. People get to dream out what they want. Naruto will have his parents back, and he'll have a happy life, relatively speaking. And Sakura would have a parents that would be actually something special to the village, but she loses them. Annoying trade-off, but whatever. In the middle of all this explanation of Madara trying to find out answers of why nothing is going as planned, and he's being revived with Edo Tensei instead of that jutsu that was supposed to revive him fully, and just wondering why the Gedo is seemingly in his midway of his final transformation. Obito's arm regenerates itself, and we know Mokutan allows self-healing without need for healing symbols. You know, those little kind of discombobulated, but whatever. And his arm regenerates in a simple panel, so we know no hand seals was made. So that's another interesting point, and proving that his arm is and half his body is revived with Zetsu. I'm still gonna hold on to that until otherwise said. Even at the end where he's bandaged up, I still think that he was Zetsu was used. I'm gonna be interested in knowing about how Zetsu was made. I think that's gonna be found out real soon. In any case, the fan that deflects all ninjutsu. That's what I'm gonna call it because it's pretty much been deflecting everything that it hits. We got our regular Rasengan, it deflects it like a nothing, and then it reflects a Bijudama Rasengan like it's nothing. Of course, you have to use a little bit more hand support to do it, but still, it reflected it. that's just too much. Anyway, moving on to the next one, is that's not too big. We get the secrets are finally revealed after 5 to 7 years of Toby being a mystery to the Naruto universe to many people, as some people would say. Oh, I already knew it was him from the moment Toby first appeared. I said, I think that's Obito, because in Kakashi Gaiden, they came maybe a little bit earlier. They came before. Well, in the manga, came before the 3 year period. They had Kakashi Gaiden, and it showed Obito, which was the main point, was to show what Kakashi got his Sharingan. But you figure they had to be more than that, as Obito got crushed by a rock. And we know the one main thing about mangas and fictional stories: unless they have, unless you see them dead, they are not dead. I mean, you have to see some final words from them. And well, he did have little final words and hoping Kakashi would save Ren, but we didn't really fool him. He was crushed. Those rocks crumbled on him, and it just felt like he could still be alive. And with Obito appearing for mask, they just seemed too suspicious. Some people thought that it can't be Obito because he was crushed by rocks, and it would be too much of an obvious point to make it. So it's kind of like too obvious to be him. It has to be more. They was expecting some type of complicated plot. But among all that, it is Obito. And now he's taking his sweet time and explaining why it's Obito. We had to wait like 2 chapters. And it looks like the next chapter we're gonna get a good amount of food. Some people might get satisfied, some may not. It all depends on how much flashback they're gonna show. But first, we at least gonna, believe we at least next week we're gonna at least know how he survived those rocks. What Madara or whoever that old guy is, that looks like he's Madara, is going to save him, which I'm thinking is going to deal with Zetsu. And we're probably going to learn a little bit more because Kakashi asks, why are you with him? So obviously he's either going to talk about it or just think about it. Hopefully he won't go to the next chapter and he'll just say none of your business, and then we got to see some fighting and some moves, and then they'll show another flashback later on what happened to him. Hopefully be some meaningful ones, because lately Kishimoto's been showing us a whole bunch of we already know flashbacks. In any case, that's all. It was a long video, but it was so much to talk about. And if you listen to all of it, I thank you. Thanks for watching my video. I look forward to the next chapter. I look forward to seeing you again. Please like, subscribe if you want to. Thumbs up.